to Redgar, but
Yes.
Kiko, I do expect a little bit more. From.
Damn, Redguard's getting flamed on broadcast again. This guy can't catch a break. Pansy changes the co-caster and Redguard's still getting flamed.
Prowler sent through, turret handled, and now it should, I say should, settle in.
I mean, this is the kind of
Liquid on defense, Heretics on attack, Reyna.
There's going to be a lot of contacting around the map for Team Liquid with this composition.
Can they even fight A? Yeah, they can fight A.
Like a C aggression, it looks like.
I kind of love it. I love it.
Can they get back out towards A? Yeah, they can get back out towards A. Honestly, the comp can kind of do everything.
A good position for them. It surprised us to see it coming through in the veto. Why not throw a little caution to the wind and try and
there are no
pull out
sentinels, so
something?
you have to play aggro.
It's a different conversation now, but we are seeing
Kind of a ranked comp. Oh, it's for sure a ranked comp.
Now I'm seeing someone go and walk
No info sentinel on this map is a nightmare.
May become influential. For now, Kiko's in
But we've seen EDG do it with high success. And as long as you go aggro on the fence, you're good. Shot. Shot. You're a Reyna.
Go on, checked already.
Damn though, kind of sick. A great start. A really good start.
Liquid to pick up the first.
And I know it doesn't really seem like the Reyna was like the reason why they run that round, but when you're locking in a Reyna, you're more likely to make plays like Kiko just did. Like they've worked the map with aggression and then ended in a position where you usually wouldn't with normal competition.
He basically secured
So already,
3 kills.
Value
First,
coming out
second,
of the
goes the other side, and
I think the beauty of playing
that's an
something like
easy
this as
shot.
well
Was
is
it for
that,
Nats that we were watching?
they don't expect to win this map.
No.
And so, like,
But
if
what
you
if they
do,
do?
it's beautiful. But if you don't, you can just be like, oh, we played Reyna, who cares? Yeah.
It's all good. We start
Yeah,
pressure on map
that is
2.
true.
No sweat. But it does put all of the pressure on Heretics. And if we're being honest, I don't think they need much more pressure after that game against Vitality only hours ago. It's still got to be in their heads.
I can put it up a little
It can't
bit.
be easy to recover from what was a real hiding. Now, we're going to say
Yeah,
we
that
want
should
to
be
keep
slightly
this
better.
clean. Obviously, you want to see them building correctly. And I can't wait to see what happens in this one. How does Heretics handle this?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Heretics lose in the fashion that they did yesterday. So it'll be interesting to see how they bounce back.
Yeah, that's
And
also very
a bit of a
true.
narrative around best of 5
Vitality are
as well
doing
for
that to a
Heretics.
lot
say
of
the
teams. I'm not sure I've seen
again,
Foot lose like that as well.
The context really does matter. It's not like Heretics are just bad at best of 5s, right? That sounds silly almost.
Is that
to say,
TMV
but
casting? Yeah,
keep in
that's
mind, they were
TMV
losing them
casting.
in grand finals. These guys were doing the deep runs. They are one of the best teams. They've made it to this point. I think a lot of us are a little bit worried about their form coming into at least this kickoff tournament. Do we worry bigger picture? Probably not. But there is conversation of going from one of the most decorated
Okay, just a reading chat after those 2 comments.
God, Kiko. If he's going to be confident as well,
Yeah, we're
going to
get the rain all pretty early.
It's going to be a brutal day for Heretics in probably one of the most important games of the year thus far.
Who we do with the tier 1, thank
Yeah,
you so
feel
much,
like
Hui.
for
I
Team
appreciate
Liquid,
that.
The fans have been we've been dry of some hope for some time. So I think I'm kind of
Are you on board?
happy for the fans at least, and I guess the org.
I guess.
I guess.
Guess the org,
most
what?
liquid thing would be
Why has he said it like that?
Just fall short. You know what I mean? The ultimate liquid heartbreak, but a perfect in-zone flawless here in round 2. Liquid tick in the box. We've got a clean round there, Mini. That's what we asked for.
Yeah, it's a great start. No problems in the economy at all. Like even losing this round, they should be on for more. And defense of Lotus, we're not looking for too.
Oh my god,
many
you only got
rounds
3.
here, so
God, why does this feel? It gives you that weird feeling, doesn't it? Sometimes you watch
honestly,
a game,
Lexi,
you're
I forgot
like,
to set it up.
broken out.
I'll give him a
this is-
message
this is
after
a
the
must-win map for-
thing on
for
Twitter.
Heretics. I'm not trusting the depth of their map pool.
I for sure
So I
woke
think
up a
this
little
is
bit later than I
has
thought I
be
was
a
going to.
win.
A nice little attempt here. All that early util invested. But I like that Liquid are working behind this. They're utilizing the space.
Hey, this
that
is
they
nice
fought
though
for,
from
right?
Liquid. Early on,
Aggression is
aggro
gonna
over
be the
towards
name
A.
of the game.
Oh
They're
god,
not
they're
stopping.
pushing.
They are
And most teams won't do
absolutely
this, and they
not
might
stopping.
catch the
Now, they know
killjoy.
about the turret, that's no surprise.
Oh, but the
But
turret's
knowing its
spotting the wrong
position
way,
is
and they
not
have
factor.
literally
They
no
can
idea that this is
navigate
going on.
around it.
And Boo is dead.
Boo could be caught out here, and
So
they
now they've
wanted
got to
to pull the
insta-react
trigger
over
on
towards
that one.
C, as
So
long as
away we
Patty
go.
doesn't give him a kill.
Heretics' response is then to
They're in a
flood
good spot.
towards
They
C.
should
You're
probably
looking at who's
push
holding
Patty.
this on the back lines. You're going to have Patatek. He just needs to play that space. Keep that secure.
Oh my god, they're
and they've done
fragging out so
incredibly
heavy.
well. Kiko and Calo taking away Woot, and Benji leaving them down to just 2. And again, Patatek, just play your life, and he's done it perfectly. But a 1v2 for Rienz. Already
35
damaged.
HP.
2 kills for him in this round, but can he find the
Comms
last
came
2?
in, that switches
Heretics
gun.
only on 8 HP, but he's getting all that attention. And look,
Damn,
who's
dude, they got the
creeping
bonus as well.
Converting the bonus here.
They're beating them down.
Liquid
They got demoralized by
smacking down
Vitality.
Heretics have got to wake up here.
They could
Maybe
have
that
locked in
is
a
not the
Cloven
round that they
Arena
should have
and
been
they're
losing.
beating them
Yeah,
down.
that's not acceptable, to be quite honest with you. It's a bonus round. We know that Liquid are going to do something probably aggressive with this composition. We know they're going to be grouped up. To turn your back on an A main push, I think that, yeah, Heretics need to wake up, as you said.
Yeah, most teams wouldn't do it, but you've got to expect that on your bonus.
Obvious. If we've come to that conclusion, you gotta hope your players can as well. But for now, Liquid show them zero respect. They're running them down, and until you stop them, why would they stop?
Another aggro
now we
over
can see another
towards
test
A.
of this sort of area, and you're seeing the value to it. Boo, barely alive.
They
from
saved
the
their Tether
blender
on
of
this
just
one as well.
util.
Boo
Now,
tanking
on
some
this side of
damage.
things is
This is
gonna be
interesting for
just
Liquid. They didn't
sheriffs, so
actually
you're
like
looking at kind
full
of
send
min-maxing the
aggro A,
reward,
and
right?
it's
How
probably
much
just
can
because they don't want to give them
achieve
some
here? What
guns.
information can they get
Don't want to
from
go
this?
super aggro, give them some guns, and it turns into a close
Liquid
round.
have gone for 4A on their anti-eco as well. Like, how are Heretics supposed to read that they're doing 4A on an anti-eco as well as their bonus? So again, the weirdness of this composition, Liquid have just rolling the dice basically.
Yeah.
And they're hitting 6s.
They certainly are. Heretics trying to play around the timing on that Prowler. He's seen at least one. Not sure if he's...
Okay, Fade just cleared all of this one, so
Okay, well,
Cheeky.
they want to clear over to there. Honestly, that's at the moment. It's getting info everywhere. Pivot over towards C. Does have a tether.
Beautiful for one. Doesn't need to stay around too long. He could potentially get away. I think he maybe could have shifted in towards that blue room side, but it's still Kiko there. They're fine with this. Farming with that outlaw. There is still threat with these sheriffs.
Yeah, they do pick up a gun as well.
Maybe we can win this. Secure at least the plant here, which I think they're going to get with that C's coming in. Gives them a little bit of security, but Camo going to be controlled. Great shot from Rienz. Now into a fair 3v3. Well, as fair as it can be with these sort of weapons. Hello and goodbye. Liquid just flooding through the site. It's Boo left alive on 27 HP, and it doesn't matter.
And goodbye. They call me Joseph with the Prime. Thank you so much for the 8 months. Thank you.
Just some sheriffs for Heretics, so I'm not going to be too worried about that.
They time out here.
On the back of 0 rounds already, you know what I mean? You got to convert some of these.
Where do you think Liquid will struggle with this comp? It kind of does do everything. I was thinking of it earlier to be like, do they fundamentally like lack anything? Like obviously the Sentinel stuff on defense is pretty much it. Like you can do everything else. You can go aggro.
I'm waiting for an early timeout.
You can re-clear over towards A. Like the Viper covers a lot of bases on this map.
No. This isn't what we want. I want to see if it's Niels who's having a chat on this one. I do feel as though it is going to be coaching coming into this rather than IGL. Maybe Boo having a chat about it, but yeah, it's Weber leading the conversation.
I missed a 500 message bit. Wait, what?
I think strategically though, there's not. Obviously, there's some ults coming online. We got the Fade ult and maybe Astra ult coming online soon. But to be honest with you, there's not much strategic.
Dude, I have no idea what it said.
I think that the main points should have been covered in the pre-match before the game. Like, oh, they ran. You know, the coaches get a bit of time when they've seen the agents.
Oh, here we go.
They should be able to check in.
Fenfit, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Thank you. During the off season, and kind of rough patch, mentally-wise, health-wise, job-wise.
There's not much.
Thank you for your streams.
So I think it'll be a bit of just like
positive and motivated.
Setting the tone for how we approach the rest of the
Had a promotion. You would like to thank this community. So for every game the chat predicts correctly during Masters Bangkok, you will get 5 subs.
Right, there's that mental implication of it as well.
You're a beast, dude. Thank you so much.
We're not controlling
I'm glad that you're in a much better place now as well.
Dictated to us, and in this scenario, this should never be the case.
Dude, I nearly missed that. This is like such a nice comment as well.
Only 4 rounds.
This is a shout out to you guys basically as well.
Before it gets too far. What is the absolute maximum Liquid should get here if you're Heretics? Like, they've already got 4. You can't let them get much more.
I've never had to think about this composition specifically, but I think the...
Fenfit, thank you, dude. I'm glad you're doing better as well.
Heretics can't let them get more than 7.
No, wait, whoa. Kiko,
congrats on the promotion as well, dude.
Nice work there. Lovely follow-up, much better.
But this is what the Liquid comp has to do, right? It has to either fight C, or it has to fight A, else it's pretty much done because they've got no info Sentinel. So
yeah, and that's when this composition looks like how it probably should do sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, mostly dry jewels.
If you lose the jewels, you're done.
From Heretics is gonna... It's an attack-sided map. If the util is used correctly, then Heretics should be in a fine position.
Should be, and we're seeing a lot of ults come through now as well for Heretics. You've already got Mini Boos, Rienz, and now Roots ready to go. Nats, calm down here.
They're
Why
doing
are they
some
making
nice
this look
damage.
doable? It's a 1v2. Kamek's still got that overheal. He's still got a little bit of time. He's seen Benji, but does he even know about Woot here? This post plant is incredibly hard with the time being bought by that Astra. He's still giving it a good go though, isn't he? He's covered it off. He's going for a little bit of a spray. Woot's got him.
I think they did pretty good in terms of damage.
It felt like that round
this is an important round for Heretics.
Yeah, it got a bit nervy towards the middle. Yeah. And I think that is something that I probably want to talk about is that yesterday I thought that Heretics had some good ideas on the maps of bidding against Vitality. But they didn't shoot. They looked like, I don't know if it's nerves, like back to the wall or what it is, but I know Vitality can shoot, like, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But even in this instance here, I saw a few moments there, I'm like...
WAP7, thank you so much
ripped your head
as
off
well,
for
appreciate the prime.
So, something to keep track of
Fenfish, we can just do like polls before, or we do it from the points, I guess.
Feeling like he wants to be an instigator. Oh, oh Benji! Trying to be all pumped up from that last one, and Kiko's joined in as well.
they gotta start winning some of these duels. If they can't level on the duels here, they're actually kind of done.
Surely they're not going to go aggressive.
It's 1-9 loss bonus. Liquid are getting a heavy amount on defense already. They got so many ults as well.
Yeah, right off the back of me talking about aim, Kamek is just dry peeked into 4 people and won a duel.
Oh man, this is wild stuff. An in-zone flawless as a response to the only round that Heretics have posted so far. And now their money's going to be a bit crooked, really, isn't it? It's going to get maybe a half buy-in, but look at that. Oh.
Yeah, no, like, was it, I don't think there was
Fenfer
any
again, thank you so much, I appreciate that.
To even clear the space, like, it's not looking great. Like, it should be quite simple getting this composition. We just use the util, we use these prowlers to clear the space. Yep. Once we get it, we're chilling.
Oh no.
Oh god,
I thought the nade tether might be the one here.
About avoids the pain shot. Oh my
Whoa,
god,
my goodness, we send the ult into it. They want to really make sure that they hold over towards A. This is kind of nice from Liquid though. I know the ult completely misses. But in terms of understanding what they have to do on the comp, it's pretty good. Like they have to take one of these early on. It looks like it's been kind of drilled into their mind that this has to happen. So that's why we're popping the ult early when they see that the tether is attached to someone.
A little bit, I don't know, on edge about what's happening right now.
And Kiko, hey, he's just slotted in behind where that Prowler just got positioned. He can be a fast flank on this as well. You've still got Camo on the angle. He's actually trying to commit towards Rubble.
Okay, Camo's committed. 2 people here, and they have the Fatal. Like the Fatal when they actually commit, so it should be off Kamek's info here, they Fatal. And then we swing, kill everyone.
He's fine to take contact because he's going to bring himself back from the dead, and now Camo can keep keeping that pressure up. This
yeah, I mean, pretty much like that.
Liquid looks
nice.
So damn good like this.
Yeah, again, it's like the composition has like allowed them to play the game better.
Yeah, there's confidence. There's that like lack of pressure.
There's a lot
like,
of confidence. Feels like they have nothing to lose.
Play behind you. We'll play you in.
Like even that early A main
the whole setup's good.
First bonus round, like that is proper macro. That is good macro.
Good. Yes.
And it's like because they're playing these weird weird agents. Sorry, it's like they're confident. Yeah, sorry, not League of Legends here.
League of Legends guy.
So yeah, I mean, I want to see this confidence on the more standard.
Yeah,
as well.
Isn't that the crazy concept?
Where did they find Kamek? He played in Job Life last year, where the coaches came from.
Sort of agents gives you. And how it's kind of loosened up Team Liquid a lot here. They're
he also stood in for Fnatic.
Roaming style, but they're taking great map control. They're understanding the rotations well. Again,
first big buy round, Mini Boo's got an ult when he goes down to 31 HP. This is the only round where I feel like Liquid might have messed up, to be honest. Except, in my opinion, the comp has to take one of these. And although we do have info over towards... I mean, honestly, they have info over towards C. Maybe it's okay.
Be looking at 6-2.
It's definitely rough against the ults.
They're here
towards the A side of the map.
Now, lock down close. We're seeing util being invested. I don't think there's much to stop this ult, so they're going to respect it.
Yeah, Camo not deciding to use a nade to deny it, which is curious.
I mean, you can't get it from that angle.
So, first and foremost, we need that plant in. It's going to be there. Mini Boo with the ult on top as well. This one could be just to purely buy time and maintain space. It'll send it down in the end. But you're seeing where Liquid are now rotating through, going
that's
straight
2
through
ults out of
stairs
them.
now.
That's 3 ults out of them.
On top. They are putting everything into this round. This is 3 ultimates already just to secure this plant, and it still feels scary because Nats opens the account. Luckily,
yeah, I would have wanted Liquid to like maybe wait a little bit, try open door, just because they were still kind of weak from the fade ult. I felt like Liquid would be alright with this. 3 ults, you're going to lose that anyway.
It looked like to me that Liquid understood that Heretics were going to use that Killjoy ult. They did the same. Heretics had the same idea with the Killjoy ult in the last Lotus game. I thought maybe they would have used the nade to deny it and like be ready to flood in.
Yeah.
And Heretics a bit inefficient, I'd say, with the ult usage, I'd say. Maybe Mini Boo, even maybe a misclick, to be honest with you.
I think the Reyna's messing with them a little bit.
But yeah, as we said,
I think they might just be lacking a little bit of confidence. I think once, I think when that Vitality game happens, and you've never had that happen to you as well, and you're all kind of new players, like it's a lot to deal with.
Right? These aren't, you know, oh Christ, Palitek, how did he not take a bit of damage from that? I do not know, but early implication on this C site.
Okay, I do think Liquid again though need to fight heavier.
The response is already here. You've got 2 players.
I know last round doesn't really count because they would have lost anyway to all the ults, but I do think that they get wrecked when they don't fight in these areas.
Maybe looking to pivot here.
I think every time Heretics don't have any kind of control or information towards Rubble, it's Liquid are just reading them like a book, it seems.
As in, Mini's happy with
Liquid have always got numbers where Heretics are right now. I don't think Heretics are doing a good enough job of playing the map right now.
Again, this is a lot of Vandals heard. And you can see the kind of consideration from Liquid. This could still be a B finish potentially.
I'm taking a gamble almost.
Kamek coming across. They've got
1, 2, 3 Astra Stars go in, nade goes in.
But do you want to go through that? Not really. You can see the hesitation on Heretics.
Yeah, and these smokes are going to go down. Patty gets into a good spot. Oh yeah, they might own this. But 30 seconds on this.
You got bodies here now. You're not alone. And Nats with a surprise on the drop.
Dueling out in the open. Like he's playing the Reyna.
Still check, but Palitek still wins. The numbers on their side, leaving just Boo.
Damn, very nice. Yeah, I mean, Heretics just didn't have any info over towards A, and as much as I'm flaming them for not going aggro in any of these, if they don't, if there's no pressure here, then they're going to have a great time.
For a minute and a half, and then CX into 3 people.
Seconds left.
Like this, I'll be honest, Heretics in that last Lotus game, they got away with some stuff because BBL weren't that good on defense, in my opinion.
Double timeout.
I mean, I don't know what they're doing.
I don't think they know either.
there's no pressure towards Rubble.
Yeah, there is no pressure towards A.
The defaults have been, let's go to man.
Like, I think,
mostly just been standing.
So, because of the Liquid comp, they pretty much have to get info with bodies. So you have to at least create some kind of pressure over towards A.
You're watching your team fall short in what feels like a very obvious opponent, right? I think I want to give credit with how Liquid have been playing this. I think they've been playing it really, really well, right? It's unlocked a lot of the characteristics that we like about them, this kind of like very aggressive style that's working well. But Nats with some great calling, but it feels like this should be able to be
This is Heretics' map pick, and Liquid are playing let's be real, a troll comp.
Yeah. And they're 7-2 up.
Yeah.
And that's how we start a best of 5 here?
Yeah. This would be such a demoralizer.
Like I said, we said earlier, that to me this should be a 1-0 for Heretics. And
I was going to kind of add on to that. I wanted it to be a strong showing from Heretics too, a show of strength.
Yeah, bouncing back.
Yep, like, hey, don't worry about, that previous game. Hey, it's Vitality. Just about everyone's had to lose to them at this point. So don't worry, we'll come back in here.
Dude,
it's only Liquid.
They have to do another eco. Every time they win one, they lose the next.
Oh, what's this then?
Contact into them without using util.
Love that idea.
Here comes that. Here comes the outlaw. We've got 3 people lined up.
My ranked game players strats here for Heretics, but they're down to the Sheriffs. They've been, into that little kitchen drawer and brought out whatever they could, the odds and ends. And it ain't much to write home about. Yeah. What a confidence builder for Liquid too. But let's see. They can try and get it. Oh God, it's just a massacre.
Down,
Kiko's going to take down 2.
But he did so much damage.
Maybe, but they're just being surrounded here. They are back to the wall Val here.
Yeah, Wood's going to have to do something massive with this Vandal. That's the only way out for Heretics here.
And I'm surprised it's not over onto Benji yet either. At least he's got a little bit of armor, but I guess screw it. Do what you can.
Would you prefer a Turkish aimer with 60 HP? Or
okay, don't be doing that to my boy Benji. Don't make me say it. They're just being bullied. They're just having all the util just lobbed at them in tree. They look scared. And I don't know what to make of this version of Heretics. It doesn't feel good.
Spike down A.
There's now Woot, the last one alive. Do you really want to go out with a whimper
Did I raise my
on
liquid
this
5%?
one?
Dude, I was giving him 30
Come
minimum
on.
the whole time.
It's looking likely. Spike.
Don't
irrelevant to
confuse
the
me
outcome
for Sideshow.
unless Woot does something unthinkable.
Don't lump me in with him.
I can't believe what we are witnessing.
okay, Copium is the timeout is probably for this round because it was, you know, a pretty low buy round. So let's see what Weber had cooked up. He was the one mostly speaking, I believe.
Yeah, looked like it.
So the last 2 rounds, if Heretics want a shot in this, they're gonna have to get these last 2.
And okay, you know, normally when this sort of thing happens, I go, oh, but don't worry, it's a best
Okay,
of
let's see if they can
5,
get the last 2.
change. There was a lot of weight on this map. This was meant to be a gimme. This was meant to be the easy walk in the park for Heretics. Gets them right back on the rails. No problems. Ain't been the case.
Yeah, even Liquid, like, they prepped this for the week for a foot in the last game, it looks like.
Yeah.
But to prep this comp is kind of crazy to me. The idea that they're just, like, having so much fun in practice, just running around with Reyna. Just, I thought they were going to come out with something a bit more traditional, but I respect it.
Little highlight.
They're just gonna...
Set
I mean,
up here.
there's a lot of heavy
Paolo
armors. Only one person can get one shot.
The advancement.
Holy
Kiko, you can't
dudes.
escape him.
Nats
He's
is
been
here as well
having
now
an
as well with the
absolutely
Outlaw.
belting tournament so far as well, and into this round he's carrying that form on. They've taken away Miniboo. They've taken away Woot. That is a big blow to this, and Kamek in the off angle too does give away his position. They still can't clear him. Confident on the spray because the res is there regardless, so he's back in the action. Gets
Yeah,
himself
it's
healed
nice.
up,
They
waits
just
for the
is
support,
such a big
swings
distraction
on in,
as
it's
well.
Camo to
Dude, they're
close.
gonna win the
And
map
Liquid
with this.
once
They're
again,
gonna win the map, and it's looking like they're gonna
flawlessly,
wreck them.
nearly with the res. Dealing with this 9-2.
Yeah, I'm worried. It's again, like I want to go back to the aim thing. Like they're not winning any opening engagements. It feels
Yeah,
like
no,
at all.
there has not been
And
many
look,
of them.
the team is stacked as Heretics. It's strange. Like yesterday, again, like his vitality
You give him a
against
little bit
Team
of leeway.
Liquid.
Yeah.
Like this is a team where, sure, there's some great players. Kiko's been stepping up massively.
Yeah.
But I don't think the player depth is the same as, well, it shouldn't be
No.
the same as Heretics.
It shouldn't, right? This was the team that made it to the Champions Finals. This is the team that, you know, went the distance. We hold them to high standards because they've shown us what they can do. Right
Okay,
now,
it's a good reaction
not seeing
from
much of that.
Liquid.
Here we go. Again, tempo change, pacey in towards B. But do you
Oh
want to
my,
right
another
now?
first
We
kill.
can't even shoot back. We get deleted.
Yeah,
Kiko,
what are we
no, no,
doing?
but he sets up Camo.
Kiko's
Tries it out
way too
effectively,
confident.
but
He's just
now
Reyna
tipping.
dismissed into
It's
2
Will
of
to
them.
control the space, and they're just willing to fight here. They have the
But
call
honestly,
for
it's a
it. Of course
2v2.
they will. And, a quick
And there was a
TP
good
out.
amount of
Who
distraction to
wants
get some
away?
trades.
Spike planted.
Decent post-plant options, but the flank here from Kamek, again, that's nasty. If Patitech can make a little bit of noise or distraction once his Astro ult goes down.
Yellow card. I mean, he didn't know how many there were.
It's all about time,
He only knew
isn't it?
about one.
Kamek, oh my god, he's just missed the timing on this. They're both going to be on the side. This is valuable information being relayed here. So Kamek closing
timing
in,
looks
the gap getting
incredible.
smaller, the map feeling smaller.
How-
They're both on the left-hand side here. Does
I was gonna
Kamek
say,
clear?
how does he
gets
clear
dealt
it?
with.
Is it like a
Nicely done
W
by
walk, or are
Bully.
we actually
Patitech
clearing
in
the angle?
1v2, not
Okay, they
able
got
to get it going.
3.
3 rounds is all they
Heretics
get.
have got to win that pistol.
I don't believe what we're saying, to be honest with you. Like, this ain't a 9-3 on a normal map either. This is 9-3 on defensive Lotus.
Look at
That's
him.
scary.
It
Yeah, he
is
had no idea about the other guy.
petrifying.
It wasn't that bad. It looked
truly
worse
is
than it was.
petrifying. I genuinely am stunned with what we've been seeing, but it's only map 1 here. And what a moment as well for young Patitech. But before we dive into the second half, let's check out what Patitech thinks about facing Team Heretics.
I think last year was like actually amazing.
Get a whole
Heretics
apology
gave me
letter
the
from
chance, and
Sideshow.
I think I mean,
Did you see
personally, I
his-
took it really,
It was such a
in way
half-assed
that I
apology
need to
last
try
time
hard
as
and
well.
Show them that I'm capable of, and I mean that I'm capable of playing at their level.
Kind of
and
still
that,
flamed him
I
in an
wanted to
apology.
basically help them as a team, right? So yeah, I think it was an amazing year. Unlucky that we didn't get a trophy in Shanghai. They didn't get the trophy in Seoul, but I think this year for them and for them and for me, it will be a changed way. I can't really wait to play against Heretics because, as you know, I played with them. So it's gonna be nice to play against them.
Doing an apology rap. Make him make a 200-page apology.
The Palatec's career kind of got reignited with that run
good.
with Heretics. It put him back into the spotlight.
We just use ChatGPT though.
Now sitting currently.
Can I flame it on plat chat? I'm not even on the next plat chat, so I can't even flame him.
I don't want to say it's done, but for Liquid, they're now on.
And I don't know who's going to flame him. They're all going to let him get away with it.
If you want to look at it that way. And they've got so many rounds to play with. What's the win condition here for Heretics? Give me something, Minnie. Is it just shooting back? Is it waking up? What is it?
We need to see them winning some opening engagements at the very least, because that has a huge indications on the rest of the series.
He has to get a Liquid tattoo on his head, mate. He had to have agreed to it. We had to have done this earlier on.
That's not a great sign.
He's not just going to randomly go, yep. Let's do it.
This isn't a warm-up map either. Again, this is Lotus.
Playing badly? Yeah, they are. There's loads of like, if you think of loads of Liquid's win conditions, they need to be using a lot more of the util, like a little bit smarter to get info, and it's just not happening.
Like, we're gonna need something from Benji.
And again,
Disco JV with a tier 1. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Obviously, the strength of Heretics previous performances, but yeah, that is a horrible scoreline for him. But already Liquid just going to try and lean in towards B. So
no
far,
way,
so
Camera full flash got this kill.
We do have Benji now on the board.
Yeah.
That's a 4v3.
Yeah, good contain from Heretics there, very mature. Looks like Liquid are going to go towards the A side of the map. It shouldn't be too difficult to maybe get a plant at the current state of the map.
Just going to be Woot, who's already sitting pretty deep. He's playing quite safe on this. Doesn't want to give them an opening, give it down to, a 3v3 perhaps. So I like what Woot's doing here.
Yeah, disciplined. Happy to play for the retake right now.
Yeah, they've got the numbers. They've still got a nice bit of util. Re-ends, I'm sure, will have that haunt back up as well by the time that they actually need it. Currently, he's over towards C.
Liquid not happy with the postman. They're going to make a play.
Yeah, this is a good idea from Liquid. They're just trying to get a kill fast.
That's a very addictive spot of a player, though, that they've kind of already postured.
They know it's 3v4. They need to try to do something.
Don't need to overextend here. They feel as though they've got the safety on the site. You can really see the hesitation on it, though. Maybe an adjusted plant.
Yeah, Nat's being smart with the open plant there. I mean, a little bit of time going to be down.
Good chip damage? Yeah, there is. Someone from Liquid has to go pretty big here.
Close corners of the site do get cleared.
Miniboom might have to send it with the satchel or satchel tree to fight.
Huge in this one. Smoked off, tap on the spike. It does draw out a response, and I imagine. And yeah, Kamek does really well from the corner.
The healing pistol.
It's Benji to finally deny. But the back two players here, Palatec and Nat, can play off this plant so well. We've got a split on the door, split pressure, but they handle the front, and now they can look to the back.
Damn, dudes, they managed to win the 3v4. Kamek did incredible. Clove on pistol. They actually have an insane, like, Reyna and Clove are like the two best pistol agents, really.
Grand finalists at champs level team.
Where's the
and you saw one of the hill come in.
It feels so frayed.
Like they got the backside so quickly. That's ticked off, and then they just go off individually trying to find. Well, they found.
Yeah, actually survived that duel because of it.
I am a bit worried because these aren't things that are just necessarily map specific either. This is like a
these are just
thing.
fundamental things.
That's a worry. That is a worry. And I do want to kind of talk bigger picture with you at some point. But right now, I mean, this game is an absolute heater. Because there is something to be said about teams coming off of maybe a very good year. Maybe not getting, obviously, let's say the first place results. But a very comprehensive year result-wise. Very deep runs in tournaments. And not always being able to then string that into the next year. A lot of teams have had that one-off year where they've done well. I'd say the caveat to that, there's a couple teams who have managed to find repeatable success. And Fnatic was one of them. I'm a bit worried if this is Heretics so far. I'd love to see them wake up. I'm not going to be this, doomsayer yet, but that's good stuff, Benji there. But let's see if any more damage come through. I like that Rienz is here though, able to capitalize on the drop weapon.
Yeah, Liquid playing it slow. Almost a little bit like how Heretics did in the other half, where it was like mind control. Yeah. Then what?
Liquid's confidence will be through the roof if they win this. Oh, for sure.
Maybe, but it'll be fine. They've got enough time to pivot away.
Especially when you literally just feel like one of the main reasons you won was because you won all the aim duels.
Liquid with having great
There's
strength,
no longer
you know,
fear
so
in them.
there will be faults in this. It certainly will not be a flawed.
30 seconds left.
Okay, this has worked out pretty well for Liquid. They go to where Boo is with the Classic. They're going to have to speed up, so
right,
they
that was that
might
heavy implication.
not
And
check
considering
this.
the composition we're seeing, I think that's a fair assessment. Now,
Like
why
that.
does no one check this? Why does no one ever check? Oh my God, Boo!
A.
That's a bit naughty.
This bite.
No one ever checks that spot, and it drives me mad. Okay, so Plant's going to come in, but they've made
10 seconds left.
a bit of a go at this one. Kiko's going to take a lot of damage, as does Patatek. Okay, maybe game back on here. Can they stick the landing? So far,
Such an
no.
important Joe. He
Kiko
doesn't have an
kicks him
overhill
off.
though, so we've got 2 people 5 HP.
It's cheeky, but it doesn't even need to
Whoa,
do
doesn't
it.
even matter.
Liquid, even when it feels strenuous, still secure.
It's 11-3 and they're
Yeah,
using
Boo
a
gave
Rain
them
and a
chance
Clove.
there
It's sick.
in the pansy spot. I'm going to call that from now on.
Please don't.
Pansy.
Please don't. I don't think we need to do that because
Why
it's,
not?
it's a nightmare. No one ever checks it. Drives me mental, but I just...
Dude,
Well,
I
we need a name for it.
I
That's what-
love
was
that
the rule
little
of the night.
fade
If
eye.
we
Did
don't-
you
if
see the
something
fade eye
happens
on
to us, we get
site
owned.
for as soon as
You
they
need to call
commit
it
over
the-
Okay.
towards
What spots are there on the
site?
maps?
It's just going to
Tens.
insta-reveal you.
Where was
Try
the
And then you can spam through
Tens,
the...
there's a lot of tens.
There's, I'm not saying
Middle
that,
bit
there's
of
quite a
C.
few.
That's
Quite
so
a few
nice.
spots, to be honest.
Where was the Shroud one?
Every time he's on a high box.
Yeah.
Because that clip in Counter-Strike.
Yep, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, what do we have from Liquid? 1-3-1. Working the map kind of,
It's
you
about
know,
cash,
semi
right?
expected. This is a bonus, but they have some real firepower. Kiko's already up on the Vandal. We've got the Bulldog with Camo and the Guardian with Patatek on the other side. Full rifles, but
It needs to be quite clean from Heretics. The economy on edge.
I can't believe we're still saying that at 3 rounds for him. But it's true, it does need to be clean.
Yeah, they check a lot here though. They clean
gonna
one
watch
place.
this
They don't
cross
have to
in.
worry about that angle anymore.
It's gonna be
We got
Ooh,
a late
nice
smoke
Kiko.
going in.
What are these shots?
Yeah,
Like, I
Kiko
want that from
looks
his POV, you know what I mean? Like, what it's,
like
what
he
it's
looks
like to try and
disgusting,
deal with
man.
someone
He's just
peeking you
owning
like that.
everyone.
But now they're looking maybe to go for this C approach. There is 2 players here. Nice from Wu. Good approach, but that smoke's going to dissipate. Still stunning from Wu. A quick reminder
nice.
of that capability that feels that it's been absent.
Okay, I was about to say
And there,
Kiko needs to try to do a little bit more
Heretics
damage here.
make it past the first
Heretics
hurdle
keep
here
it nice and
before it
clean.
became
One gun
unredeemable.
rebuy,
The
one
setup
armor
there is
rebuy.
quite
So
nice. The kind of Astra
I know how it
smoke
has to be to make
this
a
is
run
something I
here.
was talking about Astra before, is that you can actually play it very aggressively with the stars. You get into those smokes and play a bit Ratu, and Woot was playing that perfectly right there. I think Liquid, maybe a little bit of prep on Heretics, is that usually Heretics were leaving that B site completely open in their last match. So I was not surprised to Liquid to use that part
Okay,
of the
they're
map as part
believing.
of the game plan potentially.
maybe Gokras too as well. I'm down for that.
Like
Thank
even
you
at
so
the
much,
end, you saw
Goka.
there were still 2 people
see.
on C, despite B being
And Nuts gets his outlaw out, and there is 2
Early
people he can one shot.
back and forth exchange for control
a bit
on
of faith
A.
on B just for this walkout.
So this comp still can clear this, but you need Fade
Just
Eye,
gonna wait on the drop of the smoke.
and they don't have Fade Eye, so I think they have trouble. Unless they're just going to out-duel.
Anybody's got to have seen this. That Paintrol's going to force them forward. Boo, though, is caught with a smoke in hand. Does deal with Patatek. Paranoia posted, but they're still
Very
quite
nice
close.
satchel.
Seize comes in. Boo trying to play his life. There's no real support on the way. He's left
Damn,
on
Camo-
his own.
Camo
Riaz has
played
fallen.
this
Boo goes down
perfectly.
next. And Liquid systematically dismantling Heretics, eyeing up that 12th round as Benji and Woot are far from the fight.
That seize from Nats was so quick. Camo satchel there to just push back Boo. He couldn't get anything off that paranoia.
God, if we see this synergy from Liquid throughout,
Benji, thank you so much for the
I'm
gifted.
worried
Thank you,
for
thank you.
Heretics. Bigger picture too, but
I appreciate it.
obviously they still have to finish this one. Look at these positions. Benji's going to have to be so clean with it. it's not a fun position to try and work back in on.
remaining.
Okay,
Wow, what a round
Gamo's
from
already taken
Camo.
away his support. It's all on Benji and it's too much to handle. It's 12 in the blink of an eye. And can you believe that it's Team Liquid getting there?
Even on
Comeback
that
doesn't know
finisher,
how
Camo's
it
got
aged well.
2-1v1s,
Yeah, it's
so
a
it
rough
just
one.
looks too
I mean,
easy.
it's literally just they win so
When did
many
Heretics
duels.
become like this? And I don't want it to sound like we're being completely disrespectful of what Liquid are
No,
doing. It's impressive how they're playing.
It
But
is
this is not the
literally
Heretics that make
it is
it
the
to
main
Champions
thing to talk
Finals.
about. Like they lose so many duels right now.
Oh, Matt. Yep. Same, Niels.
They probably look crazy. They probably feel crazy unconfident from the vitality thing. I might have shook
do,
them a bit.
Yeah.
You love
I mean,
a coach cam, don't you?
I feel for them, but
You've been there, man.
it's fun to watch.
Mini
That's
family
pure
becomes a viewer.
torture.
Oh, it is. It is.
Yeah.
It is painful seeing this. All the prep, all the practice, all the work that you put in, and seeing it fall pretty short. Now, we do have a stack of util on this site. Does it matter?
No trade on this one as
Camo
well.
just blows up
Yeah.
and the site is looking open. The confidence is sky high. But can Heretics hold on? So far, it's trading out and not in their favor. It's a problem. But
Oh my God.
Benji could be the cure. He could be the one to
Yeah,
save
dude, I
them.
could see it.
He
There's so
gets
many
them
low
too,
HPs.
leaving Miniboo in a winnable
Miniboo has his
situation.
ult
Not
and his nade.
perfect, but doable.
Kiko's owned him.
No respect.
Key. And why would they? Liquid have been in control. Heretics feeling like
Wow,
just
they
a
are so
formality
confident.
to the
Dude doesn't even
outcome.
need the flank as well.
To close.
Damn, they 13
And
fought them.
Team Liquid in a surprise result at 13 to 4.
Fact, he just gave up with it.
Have to be worried.
Holy, dude. Okay.
Told me that Liquid were
Luke's
13-4
SL, thank you so much for the
up,
prime.
six
Thank you,
back,
thank
not gonna
you.
master
Let's
five,
see
I'd be like,
if
what the hell
Heretics
What are you talking about?
can
Well,
mental
that's
reset,
map one.
because
Map 2 on
they
the
got
horizon
fully
is gonna be
outdueled.
Abyss. You do not want to miss how this goes.